Shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, before I get started, I'm going to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Hakudash. I want to say double honor to our elders, our apostle, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I'm going to say peace and blessing to the hopefully elect on the four corner, wishing the truth and sincerity. All right, the great song that she brought in the bar. I'll just come with this little quick lesson. As you can see the title, it said, woman explain why she wants a poly relationship. Now, when you go into the scriptures, that just means, all right, multiple wives. As a man having more than one woman, all right, that's a poly. Because when you go into the definition, I just got done looking up, it said poly. It said primary comes from a Greek ancient Greek word, polos, is meaning many or much. Use a prefix English word like polygon, right? It says many angels, or you know, as you see it right there, right? So you go into this woman, all right, her reasoning, all right, make much sense. As a lot of women starting to come back to the reality, all right, and knowing their role as a woman and knowing that a man is in their nature to have more than one woman, but only in this society, Babylon the Great, which is a Western, all right, mindset to be one man, one woman. But when you go into our custom as an Eastern standard, all right, as you see today, still the so-called Africans, the so-called Arabs, the Arabs, when you look at their household, they have multiple wives, all right, but only in the West, things are different. You see? I'm going to let y'all hear this real quick, and then I'm going to go into ChatGPT, because people think, you know, with a Western mindset of a man having more than one woman, it's always got to be sexual. But no, it was deeper than that, all right? Because it came with building the inheritance, building the empire, building a legacy. Therefore, your generation can continue, your line can continue. But let's hear what she got to say, and Lord willing, y'all brothers sister be edified, you know, while I lay law down.
Relationships, like I would love a poly relationship because I love women and I like men for two different reasons, and it's not just a sexual thing. I think that's a lot of people oversexualize the poly relationships. I think that's where they mess up at. I think it's like unity, because a lot of people think of it as, oh, this is a threesome and it's for the guys to have fun and stuff, but no, it's like a sisterhood too. Like, it doesn't have to be sexual with the women, you know. It's like, okay, I may be better as a businesswoman, but my wife or my sister wife might be better at home and cooking and cleaning. So, see, right now, since I'm a single mom, I have to do the cooking and cleaning, and I have to be a businesswoman at the same time. But if I have a partner that does that, then I get the help, and then, you know, the man does what he into the...
All right, see, make much sense. But we know, understand that we under the curses, all right? And therefore, things not going to work out on this side in righteousness. Yeah, it might do it in wickedness, because you see the basketball players, you see certain rappers, you know, certain entertainers, they have multiple women, and it's all good. Why? Because they had the means, so as in money. See, because the money is the power right now. But what's going to be the power when the money come to naught? All right, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which lead to what? Isaiah 4:1. All right, and you have a small remnant of women coming back to the realization that, guess what? It's going to be this the way. This the way that the Most High intended it to be, and this the way that it's going to be. All right. So let's go to ChatGPT and check what it says. Check what it says. Let me go back to it. Now, it says, why is having more than one woman important in building an empire or legacy? It says it isn't inherently important to have more than one woman in order to build an empire or legacy. See, this is a fucking Edomite. You know what I'm saying? But it said, but I can explain why some people think, all right, that way. And then it said, and then give a real truth so you can see both sides clearly, right? So this is going to put you in a mindset of how the Lord Yahweh intended, all right, the man and the woman, all right, and the family to be, and they're going to show you how Babylon the Great had twisted things through the curses, all right? They'll show you the blessings and the curses, all right? So it says, throughout history, some men have multiplied wives and partners because more children meant a bigger family line. Because what goes back to the scriptures in Genesis 1:28, be fruitful and multiply, right? It said in society, in the old society, going back to the ancient times, it said having many children help expand the bloodline, increase labor and wealth. You see that? Building a legacy, building the empire. It said from alliance between families. But this was based on survival and politics, not personal growth. Exactly. Why? Because you were building, all right, an empire. You were building your legacy, all right, through your family. All right? And it says, verse 2, it says, men with power could support multiple households, like kings, chefs, and rulers sometimes took multiple wives. And what we stepping back into, our kingly mindset, our kingly stats, all right, or statue. All right, that's what we tapping back into. All right, as in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be kings and priests. But it says to show status from political connection, produce heirs. Again, this was cultural. All right, letting you know that, all right, when you speak about the Israelites, they was a part of our culture. All right, all our forefathers had more than one woman. All right, it said not a requirement for what? Greatness. And that's what you have in this side, boasting and bragging. You have more than one woman. You boasting in your greatness. You know, you're not actually applying the scriptures and applying the principles of Yahweh Shema Shah when you have these women. All right? Because when you look at these women today and the man that have more than one woman, it's in wickedness. They doing all type of foul acts. You know, it's not built on the principles and morals of Yahweh Shema Shah, which is the scriptures. See, it says some countries still normalize polygamy, right? It says in certain parts of Africa, the Middle East, and other religions having multiple wives in tradition. You see, because that's just the Eastern standard, which that's where we come from. But we was pulled from there, from our disobedience, brought to the West, and look at the mindset that we in now. All right, due to the curses. Now here it is. It said, why is not necessary today, and it's very important. It says in the modern life, right, having more than one woman does not automatically build an empire or legacy. In fact, it creates emotion conflict, right? Because two women cannot get along. All right? But with the understanding through Yahweh Shema Shai, knowing their role, they will get along. All right? Knowing the danger, Isaiah 4:1. Only let us be called by thy name to take away thy reproach. See, the woman going to get right. All right, America, Babylon the Great, the so-called white man have given these women liberty. But guess what? That shit finna be taken away, and guess what? A woman gonna get right in her role, what she's supposed to be. So emotional conflict, financial strain, exactly, right? Lack of focus, divide loyalty, unstable home life, and that's what you have today due to the curses, man. All right. And it says a strong legacy comes from discipline, right? The scriptures. We knowing the purpose of our role as a man and a woman. Like she was saying, all right, she said, I need a sister wife to be able to cook because I'm good at that natural business-wise, but she might be good at home. So that's a strong legacy, but a discipline, all right? Vision, leadership, right? And consistency. Not the number of partners. You see that? So you got to have that. What actually build a legacy today? Clean mission or goal. It said discipline, stability, financial structure, good character. And that's going to be in the kingdom of heaven when we all get that, all right, under that banner of being, all right, changed in these new bodies, man. All right, but for now, you see, it ain't going to work out till hell come upon the earth. Isaiah 4:1 kick in. All right, so rise up, you women, at ease. All right, because hell is coming, and guess what? You're going to have to show your man. Next time, Shalom, Baba Baba, Raka'akim. May the Lord team bless y'all day.